Hey folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. This video is going to be on this single deep supered hive number 2. So this year I did a little experiment on a few hives and I left them single deep if they weren't very strong. I didn't expand them. In fact, this has probably been reduced after early spring because they just weren't thriving, and I left it a single deep. And then I went ahead and supered it when I supered all my other hives. So this hive wasn't very strong early on, and it made a little bit of a comeback. When I harvested my honey in July, I think July 3rd is the day I harvested, I had a high percentage of capped frames. So I normally will harvest later on in July, but they were all good. So I harvested earlier than I normally do. And this one wasn't quite full. It had, I think I noted 5 frames of honey in this super on it. So I just left it alone. And I noticed later on it seemed like this super was full. Like end of July, first part of August when I checked it out. So, yeah, it's heavy. So I'm fairly certain that that super there is full. So instead of continuing on with the experiment, keeping them a single deep, I've got 10 frames over there from a failed nuke that just didn't pan out. And I'm going to add a box to this, put those 10 frames in there. We are in a fall flow right now, I'm pretty certain. Alfalfa field 2 miles south of me is actually blooming again for the 3rd time. We had us a really good rain a couple 3 weeks ago. We had 1.8 inches, so that I think is going to kick us in a nice fall flow. I see goldenrod blooming, so the goldenrod should have nectar in it with that rain. Last year we had a goldenrod bloom and it was, you know, it was full of dust and not not nectar. So let's look at this super real quick, see what it looks like. So this will be a good fall flow harvest. It'll be a little bit darker honey, and I don't sell that for the most part. A few people do request it. They actually like it. It has a little richer molasses style flavor, and I like it. It's good. And let's check on this queen. If she's not marked, we'll try and mark her and see what it looks like. Let's get in there. So the entrance looks good. Nice strong hive. I'm gonna give them just a little bit of smoke in the entrance. A little bit of smoke up top. We'll take a look at this super. I know y'all probably watch other channels and you see a lot of people not wearing jackets or gloves. This time of year, they'll make you pay if you do something like that. They get very defensive this time of year. So yeah, I'm seeing this thing looks full. See if I can get a frame out of there. Let's grab one on the edge because that's usually what they'll work on last. Well, this one doesn't look like it might be all the way full, and it's not. It's uncapped and it's got some nectar in it, and I'm not even going to shake it because it may be stuff they're collecting here right now, and it will be too wet. But these ones in here, they appear to be completely full and capped. Yep. Nice looking honey frame there. Mostly capped on that side. There's a little bit of liquid. Since it's mostly capped, I'm going to shake this, see what it does. Nothing came out. Just a few bees fell off. So let's get this off of here and let's see what the hive looks like. Okay, I went and got my queen catcher too in case she's not marked. We can get her marked, which usually when you get your queen catcher ahead of time, that's a surefire way of never finding the queen. They should call it the queen disappearer. Okay, that's full of nectar there and a little bit of capped honey. Outside frame, it's usually your food frames. This hive's a little grumpy. Lots of pollen there. Pollen and nectar. Again, pollen and nectar. That's a natural comb frame there. Again, more nectar and pollen. This hive may be a little honey bound. It's not capped, but I suspect a lot of this is from fall flow. Today's September 10th. Oh boy, I hope I see some brood here in a minute because they're acting queenless. They're very testy. Thought I might have seen some eggs on that frame, but I walked over to the sunlight and I don't think I do. There's a little bit of capped brood right here. So this is where our queen ought to be laying. This is all empty and shiny frames, or shiny cells. I think I'll see some brood here on the next frame. Yeah. We got us some larvae here. Capped brood. Here's our queen. She's marked. Looks like white. So we're going to get out of here. And we're going to add our second deep. I'm going to put this frame here that had just that little bit of capped brood on it up in the top. Right there. We'll put this nice laying frame right here. Nice empty good looking comb. So if that queen wants to lay there, she can. Get my second deep box. Get these bees going back down in there. For some reason they all want to come out. Here's our brood frame from below. It's got a lot of pollen in it too. I'm going to put it 4 frames to the left. In position 4, right above that other brood frame. And these are all basically empty. It's good comb. It's clean. No wax moth damage. We caught it early. Well, there's one wax moth trail right there. The bees are coming up out of that honey super into that nuke where those frames are. Tighten your frames up. You don't want gaps between your frames because they will put propolis in there. You want them butted up against each other. Get this bridge comb off of here. Put the honey super back on. Yeah, they were in no mood to be messed with. So we got them another deep on here. Get it straight. And they can work on this for the fall flow. After I harvest this super here, I will probably need to feed this hive because I'm taking away a lot of their resources that would have normally been left, and I'm not going to leave that honey super on there. Especially with a queen excluder, because the queen can't pass that in the winter, and she would stay below and freeze if the bees work their way up. And I don't want to take the excluder off because I don't want larvae and cocoons forming in my honey super comb. I want that comb to be pure wax. So that is it for this hive. Give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe on your way out. We'll catch you on the next beekeeping video. Y'all take care.